I'm Taylor Hanna and welcome to Western Perspective. As NAIDOC Week closes in for 2019, Indigenous Australians are preparing to celebrate their Aboriginal culture. This week we've invited three prominent figures who are making contributions within the Indigenous community: Gerry Geogatos, Mervyn Eades and Brendon Moore. They've discussed what NAIDOC Week means to them, why it's important for young people and the way forward.
Hi, I'm the CEO of Nulla. My name is Mervyn Eades. What NAIDOC means to me is cultural recognition and the display of our culture to the country.
I'm Gerry Geogatos, Suicide Prevention Researcher, National Coordinator of the National Critical Response Trauma Recovery Project. This is what NAIDOC Week means to me. It means sisters and brothers coming together and recognising foremost our First Nations heritage, 120,000 years long and strong on this continent.
Hi, I'm Brendon Moore, the City of Fremantle's Aboriginal Engagement Officer, and this is what NAIDOC means to me. The theme, Voice, Treaty, Truth.
The most significant thing about NAIDOC Week is it allows for our people to promote our culture and show our culture, and for the wider society and the Australian people to get an understanding of the culture of the First Nations people of this country.
The most significant part of NAIDOC Week is a celebration of us as sisters and brothers, and recognising, acknowledging and learning more of our First Nations heritage, as we are one people and we will continue to be one people and into the ages, but we must recognise the 100,000 years of First Nations people walking this continent, living this continent, breathing this continent, and now together we share it in the polycultural experience.
The significance of NAIDOC Week in Fremantle is to engage the local Aboriginal people. We have a showcase of Aboriginal culture, and we have gatherings all around the city, at Hilton, in Fremantle. We talk Noongar language, we have classes and workshops and dance, and we talk more about the history of this country. We talk about the truth of this country, and we generally just celebrate what it is to be Aboriginal in Australia.
It's very important for the children and the young people, NAIDOC Week is, because the culture's on display all through NAIDOC Week, and the cultural understanding for the children, and the owning and the self-belonging to this country is shown to the children through NAIDOC Week.
Everybody should care about the history of our nation, and our nation is born of our First Nations people who remain predominant, and their heritage 60 to 100,000 years long, depending on where in this continent. And as we are defined by who we are, and who we are must include our First Nations heritage, as it includes also our multicultural heritage, our polycultural experience, and the coming together of our humanity.
For young people, NAIDOC is a chance to meet with elderly Aboriginal people, to understand what those elders' lives were like, and to reflect on some of those lives, and to reflect on Aboriginal people, the community in which they live, to learn from elders and to understand some more about Aboriginal culture.
The future hope for NAIDOC Week, I personally would think that we have a holiday, National Day off work right across the country on one day during NAIDOC Week.
We all look forward to harmony, to compassion, to humanity, to humility, to our humbleness as one, sisters and brothers on this brief stretch of mortality, life. Our mortal coil does not have much time on this planet, and how we spend it and who we are matters in what we do and how we respect one another, and that we are one and we leave no one behind.
Look, my hope for NAIDOC Week is that we have a fantastic week, that we have lots of laughs, that we have lots of truths, and that we have a happy and incident-free NAIDOC Week.
That's it from me. Thank you, and back to you, Taylor.
I hope we have a happy and festive NAIDOC Week. Back to you, Taylor.
That's all from me. Back to you, Taylor.
Back to you, Taylor.
Thanks everyone. That's all the time we have for this week. We'll see you next time, but for now, Ivan and Danny, it's back to you.
Thank you, Taylor. Just so much back to you around the place, isn't it? Let's recap this week's main news again. With over 300 complaints made against the City of Melbourne and only 17 findings and 7 recommendations to come out of the inquiry, Russell Aubrey is exploring avenues to uncover incessant, unnecessary complainers.
And that's our news for this week. We have the latest on our website and Facebook page.
From Daniel, myself and the rest of the team until 8 o'clock next Sunday, a very good evening to you.
Good night.